You put all the work in to finally create an ebook, but now you don't know what technology to use to sell your ebook. Fear not, because I got you covered. There are a few different tutorials I've made around selling an ebook, but if you're just starting out, the easiest way is to use Gumroad. And in today's video, I'll walk you through how to sell your ebook on Gumroad step by step so you can follow along and start selling your ebook today. The first step we're going to do is we're going to go to gumroad.com, and I will make sure to put the link in the description down below. And the next piece is that we're going to create an account. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Start Selling. When you click on Start Selling, you should now see this account creation page. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in my email address and a password here. You should do the same thing, and make sure if you have an LLC to put in your business email address right here. Let's do this real quick. And you click on Create an Account, and then you will see the Gumroad dashboard. So you can see product checkout, posts, audience analytics, payouts, all of the great things. But what we're going to get started is create your first product. So let's click on that. Because this tutorial is all about ebooks, we're going to click on ebook and then the price. So I'm just going to do $49, which I think is a little bit of a lot of an ebook, but it all depends on how much value can you deliver. So then you click on up here, next, customize. Oh, I forgot their name, the product. Let's do that real quick. Side hustle roadmap. So now we click on next, customize. Okay, so I actually want to name this the ultimate piece of my side hustle roadmap. Then next up, I'm going to put this here, a step-by-step guide on how to go from idea to revenue fast. I actually have social proof to go to 30K in 3 months. So I'm going to use that. It's always good to have social proof. And especially if you get others the results, you should definitely highlight that. And then I will put a little bit more context here. Let me just copy paste that. Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna have a little bit more space because it's always easier to scan for your customer if you have a little bit more white space. Just a little tip here. Let me actually do this. So perfect. And you can see here you have a little bit of a preview, which is really cool. And then you can choose your URL. So I would do side hustle roadmap. Okay, perfect. And then you can even add a cover. Let me just see. I think we might have something from a previous YouTube video that I can use. Oh, actually, okay. So you can use, something that you have already, but here's another thing. I love Unsplash. It's basically really high quality images that you can use for your business. So you don't have to pay a commercial license, which is really cool. So you can do whatever you want. Let me do this one. Perfect. Yeah, I have this smart mockup. You see, I still have the watermark here, but again, for the simplicity of this tutorial, it doesn't matter. And then when you scroll down, you see also thumbnail. So I would just use the same image here. And then it's loading, and here it is. Perfect. The thumbnail is just important whenever you share the link. You know how it has like a little bit of a preview? That is the image that your customer will see. Okay, and then product info. Okay, and then you see here call to action. So you have 3 different things: pay, buy this, I want this. It's really interesting. I've done a lot of testing on buttons, and the I want this usually performs way better than buy this or pay. So I will definitely use the I want this. Okay, and summary then is like, what are you offering to your customers, right? Like, so when they download this, what will they get? So let's fill this out. Okay, you get an exact step-by-step roadmap on how to get from idea to revenue. So that's one thing. You can add additional details here, 42 or 3 pages. You can say, you know, what the value is. Maybe it's like $997, right? But they're basically getting it now for $49. So this is something that you will see in the industry quite a bit. It's like the value is usually 10 times of what you end up paying. You can add details, but you don't have to. So I will just keep this for now. And then integrations, I also will not do this in this tutorial. Pricing, you can also allow customers to pay what they want. So it doesn't have to be the $49. I would do it. Like, I think this is cool whenever you have, for instance, a yoga class that you sell. That I think is another one where it's like, you know, it's donation based or something. So that is good. You can offer variations. You know, what if I had this ebook actually as a physical book? So that is one of the things. You can limit product sales. So you can say, hey, you only gonna sell 100. Again, scarcity is something that does really put people over the edge and buy. So definitely use that if you have physical products. Allow customers to choose a quantity. I think for an ebook, that doesn't make any sense. But if you sell candles or some art, it totally makes sense. You can publicly show the number of sales on your product page. I think this is going to be really interesting once you get a lot more sales, because again, it's all about social proof. People buy because of social proof. And all the other stuff, I would say you really don't need this. I think the last one, specify refund policy. So if someone's really not happy with it, like, do you offer to refund the $49? I would say if you're selling a course or something that's of high value, you should always have a refund policy. For ebooks, I would say you can do it, but you don't have to. It definitely converts better. Just want to let you know. Okay, so if we go back up, I'm going to go to content. Okay, so now this is the most important part, the content. So here is where you're going to upload your file. You can even just write your ebook here. I don't know if I'm a big fan of this. Like, I could just copy paste my Word document that I have here. I put a lot of effort into formatting it, so I will definitely add this and insert a file, computer files, and adding this right here. So we'll take a little bit of time. You can see this here. Let me just move actually myself down here. Okay, now you're gonna go and click on publish and continue. Oh, you have to confirm your email address before you do that. Oops, forgot that. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so I just confirmed my account via email. Now I click on publish and continue. And here we go. This is awesome, huh? And look at this. You can easily just copy to clipboard. And let's actually take a look at what it looks like. Let's open a new tab. Okay, here we go. You see that I want this. This is sticky on the top, which, you know, I work in e-commerce. That's very smart to do because you always want to have it in the viewport. And oh, so you see this, how it's like sticky, and then boom, it disappears. That's good. That really increased conversion. Again, I would change this, and I would probably choose a different image if I had a little bit more time, where I would show kind of like a little bit of the inside as well of what it looks like. And I would also make sure that it's shorter, so it would be more like a banner. And here's why. Because that way you see kind of like all of this here right away when you land on the page. It's called above the fold. So meaning that when you land on the page, you kind of see all the information before you even scroll. And so you don't want to just like waste a lot of space on the image here. So this is not the best example, but this is why I have this tutorial so that I can walk you through this and basically just have a banner here. So you're moving up the content, and then let me move my face again. And then you can see here a little bit of what's going on. You see the size is a little bit big. So I would probably use small PDF or Adobe to make this smaller, but still high quality. You see ratings, you can even see my profile, and you see the price. Pretty cool. So basically, if I were to now click on this, I want this, let's see what happens. This is the checkout page, which is awesome. One of the big things though that you will notice is that this is a test purchase, right? So I haven't confirmed my payment method yet. So that's one of the things that we would have to do before we sell, so that we make sure that our money gets to our account. If you haven't figured out product market fit yet, it's really great to get started with Gumroad. The other thing too is you only pay if someone actually buys your ebook. I think right now the current fee is 10%, which seems like a lot, and it is a lot, to be honest. There are way better ways once you figure out product market fit and you want to scale, and I will make sure to link the videos to those other tutorials in the description below. There are 2 other ways of how you can sell your ebook that I really love, which is one is using Flowdesk Checkout, but also the other one is using Stripe payment links and linking them to your sales page. But if you don't want to pay a monthly fee and you really want to keep the investment really low, I think Gumroad is the best way to go. Also, if you're interested in achieving personal and financial freedom, then make sure to subscribe to my channel because that's what it's all about. And in order to get there, we actually use a side hustle, aka building a business that you love and that also makes a positive difference in the world. And if that sounds like you, make sure to subscribe because I would like to have this YouTube channel as the one source of truth for everything side hustle related. So you will see great tutorials, book recommendations, everything that I wished I had when I started out. Let me know if you have any other questions. Always here to support aspiring entrepreneurs who really want to change the world.